All right, Notre Dame has won the toss. They elect to receive. They're on the right. The two men deep are number 28, Gary Diminick, at the top of your screen, and number 25 at the bottom, speedster Al Hunter. Greg Gant, number 8 of Alabama, will do the kicking. He has a following wind. The wind at about 15 miles per hour. We had a threat of tornadoes earlier in the evening, and we hope they have vanished. In fact, the Weather Bureau has said so, but perhaps some light rain only in the first quarter. The kick is deep, coming back into the end zone. It's Diminick, and wisely puts the knee down in the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Fighting Irish will first snap the ball. So from the 20, it's Tom Clements who gets this ball game underway, now asking for a little less cheering so his teammates can hear the signals. Best win in motion. Up the middle goes powerful Wayne Bullock, number 30. And the ball just across the 25. Let's call it the 26. It's a second down and 4. The officials changing balls with each snap because of the wet field. And pile driving again was Bullock. He comes right off, and you see the water splash as he skids and brings with him Ricky Davis, number 19, one of the Alabama safety men. It's third down and 4 now. That's best in motion. Slot formation to the far side. Bullock gets the first down and more. Wayne Bullock has been a star in this initial drive of the 40th annual Sugar Bowl Classic in New Orleans.
And thus far, Alabama's defense, you can see, is concentrated very strongly on stopping the off-tackle play and the sweep.
Now it's third down and 9. Pugh, the tight end, is split to the far side with Jackson in the slot. The variations, but that didn't fool the Notre Dame defense, and especially Gary Potempa, number 40. Rutledge, the quarterback, so it's fourth down, Alabama. It's a first down. And Clements throws a beautiful pass, which was caught by Demerly. As an Alabama defender went for the interception, it appeared that he had tapped it to Demerly, the great catcher for Notre Dame from New Canaan, Connecticut. It is second down, but approximately 8 yards is Clements now. Back to throw again, down the middle, and to the same man, Demerly. And there was that move across laterally of the football field, and Notre Dame, which does not throw that much, in fact, only 113 passes by Clements. Here's the crossing.
This is the theory of the Notre Dame defense, the crossing pattern, the quarterback rolling out, as you can see here, after he's faked to the fullback, and from the bottom of the screen, the end will come across, and he will be open on one of the slots that is flashing there. This time he was open on the third slot, right there. And that's the theory of the Notre Dame crossing pattern, that you can't cover him all the way across the field. Someplace he'll get open.
Now at the 17, after a 26-yard gain, Art Best goes in motion. First down. Notre Dame threatening. Their deepest penetration. There's another pass. Wide open was, guess who? Demerly.
He is having a ball. He thinks he's back at New Canaan High School. One of the things he had to learn at Notre Dame.
Now it's third down and goal for Notre Dame going against Alabama. There's no score as yet. Pinnock in motion. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Wayne Bullock scores the first touchdown of the 40th Sugar Bowl. And it's a party, a New Year's Eve party for the Notre Dame fans right here in Tulane Stadium, including members of the Irish Guard.
And the Leprechauns, who will all be out at midnight. Let's watch it again. This is just the raw power of Notre Dame. Pinnock coming in motion. The handoff to Bullock, and look at that line take off together. Low, hard, just moving Alabama back into the end zone. Bullock powers it over.
On their third possession, they score. Oh, a bad snap, too high. Bob Thomas was getting set to kick it. Doherty, the punter who holds for Thomas, it was a high pass. It was not his fault. So it's 6-0. We'll be back in a minute. Third down and 5 now here at the Sugar Bowl. Notre Dame leading 6-0. Alabama with the ball. Rutledge, the rush put on hard by Brawner. 89, the freshman from Warren, Ohio. Take a look at him. 6'3", 218, and we have an isolation of that great first-year man.
Here he is, a freshman, as Chris mentioned, big, strong. He was tried to be blocked here by number 65, Brown, but he was so quick and so fast that he got around him and then was able to turn in and pressure Rutledge before he could get rid of the ball.
Possession time, over 10 minutes for the Fighting Irish, a little more than 4 for Alabama, who now has the ball at its own 20. A pass, and Pugh bobbled it but held on, and there's a first down. How's it ruled? It's ruled as a completion, the initial first down. They lead 6-0, but right now with 13:32 to go in the second quarter, Alabama has a 2nd and 9 from their own 44. Wide is number 26, Randy Billingsley. Billingsley penetrates Notre Dame territory for the first time. 16 yards, first down.
Now you're seeing the real Alabama team.
First and 10 now from the 29. Rutledge to Jackson. Billingsley blocking. Jackson is on the move. He's up to 15 and sliding.
But I don't think you'll find a better blocking back in college football than Randy Billings.
He's at the perfect size, 5'10", 190, which means that he's low and is in the hitting position when he's running.
5 first downs in this drive that began at the Alabama 20. They have now reached the Notre Dame 17 with another first down. Rutledge. Ooh, look out, that ball is loose. And who has it? Notre Dame. Jim Stock over the ball for the Fighting Irish. Browner is there as well, number 89. There he is, number 48 from Barberton, Ohio, sophomore Jim Stock. So the first turnover. 11 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Pennock 44 in motion. Clements. Dave Casper, the big tight end. Look at him ramble. A marker is down. Casper going from his own 36 down to about the 46. We may have a cut call coming up. Now from about the 46, it's third down. And Bullock, loose ball. And Alabama gets it at their own 49. Alabama gets the ball. Mike Washington, number 34, recovers for the Tide.
About earlier.
All right, 3 new backs, Spivey, Shelby, and Stock. Same quarterback. A catch, number 32, Mike Stock of Elkhart, Indiana, which is just down the road from South Bend, which is the home, of course, of the Golden Dome and Notre Dame.
He's a little bit off balance.
On the 23, first down, Rutledge on a keeper. Rutledge fakes. His guard was out there trying to help, and he brings it near the 10. Another Alabama first down.
There you go. There's your quarterback running the ball, and Bud, you got it exactly right. Now they can't spring Bradley in there, and they can't spring Townsend in there the way they were because Rutledge is reading those defenses, and now he's...
Now, we have Wilbur Jackson back in the lineup along with Spivey and Randy Billingsley. Billingsley, touchdown, Alabama, tie ball game for the national championship. .52 yards, 7 plays, a powerful drive, good blocking by the Crimson Tide. They're in, and now they can take the lead as Notre Dame failed on the snap to get it to the holder. Thus, their 6 points. Bill Davis now, one of 3 members of the Davis family who have kicked for Alabama over the years, will try to put Alabama on top. It's up. It's an Alabama lead, 7-6. Just as we expected, a thrilling game for the national championship.
And the power sweep.
With 7.5 minutes remaining in the first half, Alabama has just gone 52 yards in 7 plays. Billingsley scoring. And with the extra point, they now lead Notre Dame 7-6. Gant will kick off to either Dominic or Al Hunter. Al Hunter at the 15 for Notre Dame at the 30. At the 35, 40. Midfield, look at him go. 94 yards and a Notre Dame touchdown.
Oh, have we got a football game?
Notre Dame is not supposed to have fast back.
No.
And the Notre Dame team is coming onto the field. That'll be a little penalty.
I don't think...
I think I better correct myself there, Bud. In all the excitement, college football, it is not a penalty.
By next year, I think it will be, Chris.
It should be.
I agree with you. The Rules Committee will take it up.
Say that again. I was anticipating a year ahead. Well, Notre Dame now goes for 2. They lead 12-7. Here's the try. Clements, wide open in the end zone. Dimmerly.
I don't know how that Dimmerly does it, but he does it.
Well, I don't know how Rose missed the ball either. Rose was back in pretty good position.
We've got Richard Todd coming in at quarterback, Chris.
Yes, he's a very fine one. He's played a lot for Alabama. He's from Mobile. He's their number 2 rusher with 604 yards. He's thrown 4 touchdowns, and he's a sophomore. And Bear does not hesitate to use him.
He thinks he's one of the more gifted athletes he's ever coached.
There he is, number 14, Todd. Hugh getting his second pass of the night out at about the 30. 13 yards, first down. All right, second down and 3 from midfield. Todd pitching back to Jackson. Jackson has a first down and more for Alabama. Jackson, a touchdown saving tackle by Drew Mahalik, number 45 from Birmingham, Michigan, on Wilbur Jackson, the Alabama #1 rusher who rambled 24 yards. The Davis family have kicked a total of 466 points over the years for Alabama. Brothers Steve and Tim. This is Bill. His kick. 33-yarder. Correction. Make it about 38 yards. And Alabama has put 3 points on the board to pull within 4 of Notre Dame with 39 seconds remaining first half. It is now 14-10 in the game for the MacArthur Bowl, the National Championship, the Sugar Bowl, and all the marbles. This is one of 48 yards on an angle. 10 yards at the end zone in college football. It's up. It's no good. So both undefeated and untied, powerful teams representing the best of America's college teams, university and college. Notre Dame and Alabama go to the dressing room with the Fighting Irish leading Alabama by a score of 14-10 with a tremendous Sugar Bowl halftime about to begin. Let's take this break. That was Alabama's first third down conversion of the ball game with the first and 10 at the 23. A big hole opened up for Randy Billingsley, who scored the only Alabama touchdown at halfway point of the second quarter. And this time, Greg Collins and Rudnick stop him following a 10-yard gain, another first down. And there's Coach Paul Bear Bryant. His 22nd bowl game. His last victory in a bowl game was 1967 here in the Sugar Bowl against Nebraska, 34-6.
He's not had a losing streak like that, I don't believe, in his career.
And he doesn't like it. From the 33, first down. Alabama with the ball. And there's the variety of the wishbone. Jackson.
This is Wheeler going downfield. He now tries to make the block, and you can see Rudnick taking that little swing at him there, and Wheeler showed great reflexes, Howard. You've seen a lot of boxing.
Yeah, he got out of the way. I told you earlier, Rudnick's a smallish fella who's a gutsy guy, and
beautifully led to Jackson. Jackson tackled by Greg Collins. Jackson is inside the Notre Dame 20. 21 yards. Alabama at the Notre Dame 18, first down. It's 14-10, Notre Dame on defense. They're in the lead. Alabama with a second and 10. Rutledge in the flat. Wheeler catches his first pass. Rudnick forces him out at the 5. First and goal. And now the 10th play of this drive that started at the 8. Alabama regains the lead on Wilbur Jackson's touchdown. 16-14, and Jackson hurt himself.
I really think he's all right, Chris. He got bruised in the back a little bit, but he's going to shake it off. He just wasn't going to be denied on that one. He lit the afterburner as he saw that opening.
Now it's a 2-point lead by Alabama. Will they try for the kick conversion?
Yes, sir, I would assume so.
I think so, to protect against, make sure of it and protect against the field goal by Thomas at Notre Dame, perhaps.
A 93-yard drive by powerful Alabama. And Bill Davis makes it 17-14. Alabama regaining the lead. Notre Dame led first. Alabama came back, and it's been seesaw, and rightfully so, from two of the finest teams in the country for the MacArthur Bowl, a national title. We'll be back.
Alabama took the whole first quarter trying, in effect, to study the Notre Dame defenses. They learned something because ever since they've been dominant offensively.
Al Hunter is in the backfield. So is Pennick, number 44 from the 8. Alabama's defense is fighting mad. Look at them. Are they fired up? Number 63, Greg Montgomery on the tackle. Pennick shaken up on the play. 23 best. Second down at 12 at about the 6. Hunter in motion. Clements. Another loss of a yard. Third down and 13 coming up. Mike Washington catching the quarterback Clements. Here, Tulane Stadium. The punt by Doherty out of the end zone. Up high in the air, Willie Shelby looks at it, loses it for a while, Did he get it back? He got it back at the 48. Back at the 47 of Notre Dame. Richard Todd is the Alabama quarterback, number 14 from the Notre Dame 48. There he goes. Look at that boy go.
Oh, but look at that team block. That's the marvelous thing.
He's the number 2 rusher on the team.
They're just surgical in the way they pick out the blockers that they're supposed to take, adjust to the stunts. It took them a quarter to do it. They did not make a first down in the first quarter, but as Howard said, since that time, it's been a surgical touch. I mean, he was not coming up very rapidly, but he met it at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 45-yard attempt by Davis is to the far side and no good. So the score remains Alabama 17, Notre Dame 14, as we have hit the 6-minute and 49-second mark of the third quarter of the Sugar Bowl Classic on New Year's Eve. Sharpless 16 to the near side of the field, 3rd down and 9. Dyer is opposite, so they have rested their regular ends. And Todd, loose ball. Does Mahalik have it?
Yes, and I think he caught it in the air, Chris.
Drew Mahalik.
Well, that's the first one in this half. We had only 1 turnover for each team in the first half. It has been, as you said, Bud, a super football game. 2 beautifully prepared teams. Now Notre Dame gets the big break. And they've earned it because suddenly they've learned how to defend Alabama in the last 2 series.
I think they've been guessing and guessing very well. It's the last 3 snaps. It looked to me like they were playing run all the way, and Alabama will come back with some passing next time they get it.
Now to test the Alabama defense at the 12 of the Crimson Tide. First down, Notre Dame. Best in motion. Pennock back in the lineup. Pennock scores! Notre Dame has the lead.
Shades of the 85-yard touchdown run play against the University of Southern California. Counter play against the flow, beautifully executed.
And as we were talking at the start of the show, Howard, it's that fullback fake up the middle. It freezes those linebackers, and when you get the hole open and turn the corner, it was exactly the same play that broke the back of the Trojans.
As expected, a fantastic game. 5 lead changes thus far. We're still in the third quarter with 2.5 minutes to go as you look at Coach Paul Bear Bryant. And Coach Ara Farsigan, whose wife Katie's a great young lady, talking about his intensity. I asked her once if he had butterflies before a game. She said butterflies, no, but eagles. The point after, good, by Bob Thomas. So Notre Dame now has a 4-point lead, 21-17.
This is Casper leading the play, and what a marvelous block he threw.
3rd and 2. Best in motion. He has it. First down and more. Almost broke away. All right, Best in motion from the 25. First down. Loose ball. Alabama.
Okay. Turnovers even off here in this half. This time Alabama gets its shot. You know the statistic that really impressed me a moment ago? But 101 plays in 3 quarters.
That's what you're thinking.
All right. Rutledge. First down pass by Alabama. To the same man. But the ball is loose and it was intercepted. Sharpless was the intended receiver and Notre Dame steps in. Reggie Barnett, let's see it again. He had it and lost it.
Sharpless making the break, and he's open, and there's the pass, and he had it in his fingers for a minute, but as it popped up, he could not hold it, and the turnovers now are 3 on the part of Alabama.
Pete Demerly now to the near side. Pennock in motion. Fumble. Alabama is on top, and they get better field position, so on the exchange, it goes from the 25 the 35, and now the 40. David McMakin recovers it. Alabama will have a first down at the Notre Dame 40. First and 10 from the 28. Rutledge has the ball for Alabama. Keeps it, and boy, was he hard by guess who? Collins.
What a game he's played.
A junior linebacker. He'll return for the Fighting Irish. Bradley, let's see. Luther Bradley goes limping off the far side.
I don't think there's anyone that Notre Dame would less like to lose at this point, and this is Pugh coming downfield at him.
Right into the thigh.
And the man he beat out for that position, Mike Parker, will take his place, number 30. Todd now is the quarterback. Rutledge coming over along with Jackson. Mike Stock is in at left halfback for Alabama on a 3rd down and 7. 9 minutes, 54 seconds left in the game. Look at that. Back to the quarterback. Dipsy-doodle. And now Alabama takes the lead.
What a beautifully executed play.
Off the old single wing, we used to call it the transcontinental.
Mike Stock, that boy we were talking about from Elkhart, Indiana.
I told you he'd throw a pass before it was over.
Oh, his dad didn't give the coaches any information, did he? There is Todd, the quarterback, who took the pass 25 yards. Alabama leads 23-21. Now, here is the try for the point. Rutledge holding, Bill Davis kicking it, and he makes it, it'll put Alabama ahead by 3. No good, so now a field goal could do it.
I'd have bet anything that these two teams would not miss an extra point.
Wow. Can't believe it. 9 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the ball game. Alabama 23, Notre Dame 21. On New Year's Eve, a dazzler by the Crimson Tide.
Most teams are not equipped really to cover the quarterback because they don't assume he's going to be a pass receiver. Stock throwing the ball back to Todd, and you can see that there is no one around him as the end Sharpless went across the field, taking the corner man with him, and he was wide open.
23-21, Alabama leading. 6th lead change. Now Notre Dame is put to the test. 1st and 10 from their own 19. And there's Al Hunter, the freshman, who had a 94-yard touchdown. So now it's 2nd down and 10. Mark Brenneman is the snapper to Clements, number 2 for Notre Dame. Clements has time. Now he's beyond the line. He's got to run. Again, receivers covered. And it's a 3rd and 1 for Notre Dame. Clements. Casper's out there. Casper deep. Would you believe?
No, I don't. He had double coverage. The pass was underthrown, really. The 2 players were following Casper rather than the ball. He followed the ball.
And now it's up to Thomas on 4th down to put the Irish ahead.
Thomas has tried and missed, too, from beyond his kicking range. But
this one is just exactly like an extra point, as you can see. But that was a tremendous goal line stand.
So it's from the 9 plus the 10 of the end zone. 19 yards. It's up, and Ike just made it.
Yeah, he was a little to the right, but just within that right post.
19-yarder by Bob Thomas, the senior from Rochester, New York. Watch how close. He's already holding.
There's the kick, and wow, definitely it was in, but if those college posts weren't wider than the professional posts, it would have been out.
Now Alabama will have 4 minutes and 26 seconds, which to score.
Yeah, and I would guess we could look for another trick-type play like Alabama's touchdown was scored on. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something that's got some unusual movements in it, and I would guess it might be a hitch pass and a forward pass.
All right.
Oh, what a critical play.
The freshman,
Browner. What a day, what a night he has had. His pursuit was extraordinary.
4th down and 20, and here's Greg Gant, the Alabama punter.
Averaging 48.7 yards per punt, and he really needs to hit this one.
Tim Rudnick in single safety. And he does, and maybe the...
What a mistake
the
by
kicker.
Notre Dame. Browner,
the freshman.
Talking about.
A roughing the punter penalty coming up. That won't matter.
Gant did his job. They downed it on the 1-yard line. And
65
you can see
yards.
the hilarity here, the happiness, but this penalty that you're about to see again, Gant dropping the ball.
Here, bud.
And here he comes.
Did you notice how long the official waited to throw that flag to make sure? He thought about it carefully. What a tough job the officials have.
He was not touched on the play, and if you are not blocked into it and you fail to get the ball, it is roughing the kicker, because it's a very dangerous play when a man is standing on 1 foot and 1 foot high in the air, as Gant had that time.
Now, 3 minutes left on the clock, the final quarter, the biggest game of the year, 24-23.
Alabama refused the penalty.
They declined the penalty.
They're going to take the field position and maybe force them to a safety is what they're thinking about. The ball is on the 1-yard line, and if they can penetrate and make the tackle behind the goal line, Bama will go ahead.
All right, at the 1, Notre Dame with a first down. Pennick in motion. Wayne Bullock testing the Alabama defense. 2 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Alabama with 3 timeouts, 2 timeouts.
Notre Dame has 3 timeouts, Bama only 2, and the clock will count down. Notre Dame needs the first down. That's all they're thinking about, and Bama's thinking we can't let them have the first down.
Do you have any disposition to second-guess the Bears' judgment?
Not if they stop him from making a first down, and that's what he was counting on the defense's ability to do.
I don't know. They only had to get to field goal position.
Pennick in motion. 2nd and 7. Bullock.
And if they stopped him on this next play, I would feel that the decision has been vindicated. If they don't stop him, of course, it's always that guessing game, Howard.
Made a decision, and now his team has to stop Notre Dame. 2:12 to go. 3rd and 5 for the Irish. And there.
That was a big penalty. They're back again now where, well, it's only half the distance, so they're not going to be quite as close to the goal line as they were when they had it 1st and 10.
This is the dream match, the most important game of the year.
Notre Dame and Alabama. At Notre Dame, football is a religion. At Alabama, it's a way of life.
All started at Notre Dame 84 years ago. Rockne, Leahy, Parsegan. 3rd down. Clements coming out. There's a pass, and he's got his man. Robin Weber, number 91, a sophomore from Dallas, Texas.
Give Tommy Clements all the credit in the world. We said at the very top of the show he was a young man who was not afraid to throw. That his favorite receiver was Demily. He proved that out. That his second favorite receiver was Casper. He proved that out as you look at the scoreboard clock. And now to number 81. What a clutch play.
34 yards. First down at the 38, and there's Coach Paul Bear Bryant. Minute 56 to go. Notre Dame leading 24-23. Controlling that ball, leading up the clock. Wayne Bullock for a yard. So it was
going back to that pass, Chris, I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback. We look at Paul Bear Bryant, and I know it's going through his mind, but I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback in college throw a more clutch play. And it's easy to hit a guy if he's only 15 or 20 yards away from him, but to throw that ball about 45 yards and throw it right on stride, it was a remarkable play.
Let's don't forget that 19-yard field goal by a man named Bob Thomas, the senior from Rochester, New York.
But always when you look back at a game, you think of the mistakes, the failures, and that missed extra point by Alabama. Notre Dame had missed one on a bad snap from center, but atoned for it with the gambling 2-point play that worked successfully again. Tommy Clements throwing just over Rhodes and into Pete Demily's hands.
There's George Kelly. Look at the expressions on those people's faces.
That's ecstasy. Worked all season.
It is.
He dreamt about it, and it happened.
All right, 3 seconds left on the clock. Tom Clements carried, and that's it. Notre Dame, the great name in football, is now the national champion by 1 point and will receive the MacArthur Bowl from the National Football Foundation. Be presented to them by John Galbraith, the Columbus, Ohio sportsman, Vice President.